Hi everybody, my name is Bill Ward from the Bill Ward Band, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the musicians that played on Arrows. There are two members of the Bill Ward Band, myself and Keith Lynch. Keith Lynch plays guitar and he did backing vocals as well. I sang and I also played keyboards on Arrows. I wrote Arrows. One of the things that I did in 2018 was I recorded my oldest grandson singing the chorus part of Arrows, and my oldest grandson is called Ezra Ward. He did a fabulous job. He's like the lead vocal in the centerpiece of the middle section of Arrows. It seemed fitting to put a child into the song. It belongs to all people and of all ages, and I thought that that would be an essential thing. Also, we had James Lamenzo playing bass, and James also did backing vocals, and he was outstanding on the track. Our friend Brian Tichy came in, and Brian played ridiculously. He's a ridiculous drummer anyway, so he's so good. And some of the parts that he played are so dynamic that pull us into the song and push us around in the song. And all the way through, Brian's performance was totally stellar, totally brilliant. Keith Lynch did some remarkable parts in the song too. There's some parts where everything joins and everything fits. It's kind of like an acoustic, then turns into an up-tempo rock feel, and you can judge for yourself when you hear the track. We had a guest singer, and I'm just going to have to check my notes. It's Sarah Dugar, and she's outstanding. If you haven't heard her perform yet or sing yet, well, you'll get an opportunity on Arrows. And she joined me with sharing lead vocals in different parts of the song. We just brought a lot to the song that made it more powerful. Those were I think I've gone through Brian, James, Keith, myself, Ezra, Sarah, and those were the people who performed on that track. Production, my production manager, Walter Earl, played a huge part in pulling everything together. It takes time and it takes work to put these things together, and Walter was the spearhead in that. My crew, my assistant crew, Carrie Holland and also Chris Wagner were always available and on call. Chris also does the photography in BWB. Marcel Fernandez produced Arrows, he mixed Arrows, and he mastered Arrows with the assistance of Walter Earl. Our engineer on Arrows was William Lane, or Bill Lane. Great engineer. I can't say enough about William and Marcel. They are so on and so ridiculously good at what they do. I hope the work will show on the track Arrows, and on the work that we've done since April this year. We've done a lot of other things too, but I just want to talk about Arrows right now. Melody at Stag, I wanted to thank her. I need to thank my family, my wife especially, and all our friends. We don't do these things by ourselves, and we've been supported by a huge amount of people who have come in at various stages to ask how things are going with the project Arrows, and I want to thank all of them now for their participation in their support of this song. So thank you guys.